Hi everyone! So I have a really big announcement. My husband and I decided to travel and explore in Southeast Asia with our two children. We have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we are planning on being gone for an entire year. We're going to be leaving at the end of January, which is in about 6 weeks of 2018, and then we'll be returning winter 2019. We currently live in Seattle, Washington, in the States, and we are going to be going and starting our trip in Penang, Malaysia. That is our first stop. We are planning on staying there for about 3 months and just giving the kids a place to kind of settle and adapt. And then we hope to move around Southeast Asia, going to Indonesia and Singapore and Thailand, and hopefully hit the Philippines and maybe Vietnam. We're not sure exactly how many different countries we'll be able to travel to, but we are definitely trying to get as much out of this period of time as we possibly can. And we really hope the kids are able to enjoy and kind of flourish in our trip. To start with, the decision came because my husband and I had always talked about travel, even before we were married, and we planned on traveling more when we did get married. But with the kids and just life, we haven't really gotten to travel outside the country too much. The furthest we got was to go to Canada and visit family a few times in our married lives. And we really wanted to find a way to make that happen, make travel happen for us. But it wasn't even in our mind to travel outside the country or live outside the country for any period of time. Honestly, we were just thinking in terms of vacations. And then a few years ago, we started planning to buy a house, which was one of our goals as well. We wanted to buy a house. So we started saving and actually taking the steps to get out of the rental life and buy a property. And it's just, the more we search, the more time passes, it's getting way more expensive. So we haven't been able to kind of just make that happen. So we were in the process, and the idea was to buy it this coming year of 2018. However, one day during the breaks, we had some type of, I was on vacation, and I was like, oh, we need to go somewhere. And my husband was like, yeah, we really need to travel. And we just started a discussion. And he's like, he was talking about China. And he's like, why don't we just go there and stay there for a while? And I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm serious. And then I just ran with it, doing all this research. And I was like, well, this is what we're going to do. Comparisons on different countries, watching all these videos and reading all of these blogs about moving with children abroad, especially to Southeast Asia. And I was dead set on it, and so the decision making actually started in August, I think. We started talking about this, and then now it's December, so it didn't take that long, but there was a lot of research that went into deciding where we were going to go and just officially making the decision, because it was discussion at first, and then just the decision making of saying yes, that like thinking about the logistics of it and taking action to kind of check off everything that we needed to do in order for this trip to happen. And so we're super excited about it. We then started, when we made the decision to move, and both of us were in agreement, especially in the fact that we are going to take the kids, and we thought about all of the things that could go wrong, which is, where your mind first goes to in attempts to kind of derail you, I guess. But once we made that decision, we're comfortable with it. We told our parents, and both his mom and my mom were open. I guess we expected a more shocked or like discouraging attitude or feelings from them, but it wasn't like that at all. They were like, oh, is that, a little surprise, like that's what you guys want to do? Okay, well, inshallah, and everything was going to be going fine, and they just said, we'll pray for you. And so that basically solidified our trip. So after telling them and telling the rest of our family, we started to just, buy small things and get rid of our stuff that we have. We are not planning on keeping anything in this house. We live in a small apartment, and we don't have, thank God, we did not buy a lot of furniture, and we don't have a lot of materials that we value that cost a lot. So we're trying to sell everything that's in good condition or give it away to our families who might want it. And then the rest of this stuff will be donated or thrown away if it's garbage. And so we're really excited to make that happen. So last week I told my employer that I'm going to be leaving and put in my resignation, which feels amazing because that means it's happening. And we are now in the midst of literally just putting things in bags, deciding where they're gonna go, donations, selling, or being thrown out. We have told, well, my daughter doesn't really understand yet. She's 2. She doesn't get the concept of, hey, we're going to Malaysia. But my son has been saying he wants to go so badly, and he always brings it up, and I'm really excited to kind of include him in some of the videos and kind of find out how he feels about doing the travel. I am planning to do some vlogs, inshallah, and I want to make sure that the kids' point of view is kind of introduced, or the kids' point of view is included, and I want to make sure that we have those memories with us, and that we keep some memories of their excitement or their difficulties and all of that stuff as we travel. So like I said, we're going to start in Penang, and then we're going to go to other parts of Southeast Asia. We have not bought any tickets for any other places. We want it to be relaxing, go with the flow type of experience. We're not going to be planning for too much. Find activities as we go, as long as we're there, and hopefully just meet people. We have not rented a place yet over there. We are planning on staying in a hotel for a few weeks and looking for a more longer term apartment or a home, not a hostel, apartment or a house to stay in for the time that we are in Malaysia. And so that is all. I will be doing a few more videos about how we pack, what we pack. I know that it's not, you know, God knows if it's gonna be like enough. Neither of us knows anything about, you know, long distance travel, and definitely not long-term travel for the amount of time we are planning on. So we really hope that we take whatever we need rather than just a bunch of stuff that we think we might need. So we're trying really hard to pack light at the moment. That's our mentality. And of course you can buy everything else when you're there if it's a necessity. But yes, I'm so grateful that we are able to take this step in our lives, and we're able to make this happen for us both financially and just mentally ready. And we have these amazing kids that we really hope enjoy this trip and just kind of get an appreciation for travel and love for travel, and then we hope to do it more often in the future. So we don't know what's going to happen when we return, or if we're going to return, or if we move to another state or another city, or God knows how that's going to happen. But for the moment, we are getting out of our routine, we're getting out of the country, and we're going to explore different parts of the world, and we are so happy to be able to do that. I really want to do more videos with the kids. I haven't found the logistical way to do that yet, but I want to do more videos with the kids and get a way to vlog on a daily. Oh, they're screaming. So we'll do a lot more videos on and vlogs of the trip, so please stay tuned and follow us on this trip. I will definitely include the kids and make sure that we have videos up more often, hopefully, depending on how everything goes while we're there, and uploading and all of that stuff, which is going to be fairly new. I'm still new to YouTube, so everything I feel like takes me a lot longer than it does most other people probably. But I am committed to making that happen. If you have any tips or tricks or any ideas for this leg of my life, please feel free to share in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and until next time, peace.